Welcome back, everyone. My name is Echo, and I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Today in this video, we're back on Pixel Gun 3D, but today's video is not about the gameplay. I'm here to keep you all updated with what's going on with Pixel Gun 3D, what we know, what's going to be happening, and so much more. Actually, today's article was posted last year in 2018, which still feels really weird saying last year was 2018. Nonetheless, the developers are trying to keep us all updated as much as possible, and I have noticed more positive comments than negative on their Facebook page. If you go back about 6 months or a year ago, it was so toxic. I've never met anything so toxic than the Pixel Gun 3D Twitter page, Instagram page, or Facebook page. But because the developers are now speaking to the community, everyone's like, oh, okay, they are there. They are humans, and they are responding. So this article was posted on their Facebook page. Before we get into this, guys, I would like you all to leave your opinions, your problems, your issues with Pixel Gun 3D down below in the comment section. But hold up a second. Before you comment anything at all, please take the time to watch this video because I might actually talk about something that you're about to post in the comment section below. I do want to start off on a positive. When I was scrolling through the Pixel Gun Facebook page, which seems to be their main source of like responding to the community, I come across this, which was actually a fan art for Pixel Gun 3D. Now, this is brilliant because, again, going back 6 months ago, going back 1 year ago, you definitely would not have seen this. So I think this would definitely warm the developers' hearts, that people take the time to create fan art and stuff like that. And if you guys do ever create anything for the Pixel Gun developers, make sure you leave it on their Facebook page or tweet it towards them, because I'm pretty sure they do appreciate it. So for the guy who made this, thumbs up from you, because you did a brilliant job. Alright, so going back, I think it was the 12th of December, so it's a little bit outdated, but it's the last updated message that we do have from Pixel Gun 3D. It starts with this, which just says important message, and when you see something that says important message, you're more than likely going to be reading it. So this small paragraph is coming from Anton. He is the lead developer on Pixel Gun 3D. He's actually the developer that I have contact with. He's a great guy. He takes the time to listen, and he definitely does want to send this game, his game, in the right direction. Believe me, he is so passionate about this game, but because it got in such a bad state, it's taking a long time for them to reverse the issues to then go forward. So hopefully this year, being 2019, will be a positive year for Pixel Gun 3D. So this is what it says. Hi Pixel Gunners, this is Anton, and your weekly Pixel Gun Roadmap Digest. Thank you for the 1,000 comments on my previous post. I read them all and managed to survive to tell the story. Seriously though, among all those comments were some warm words of support, so thank you for those. Today, we will talk about one of the most annoying problems of the game. Pixel Gun takes way too much space. I can't express enough how much we dislike this too. You have no idea how much this gets in the way of our work. For a huge app like that, we need extremely powerful and expensive computers, and even then, everything can get extremely laggy. And yes, we know all too well how annoying this can be. That you often lack space during updates and have to remove the app to reinstall it again. And that there are synchronization problems which can often lead to losing your guns. So we've all experienced this, guys. Some of you have been playing Pixel Gun 3D for such an incredibly long time, which means that you've probably seen all the stages of the game, the more memory that this takes. You've more than likely uninstalled the game, reinstalled the game, probably lost coins, probably lost gems, probably lost guns. They are aware of this, and I've also experienced this issue, and I have told the developers, and they know that this is a problem. It was so frustrating for me, especially as a content creator who did spend a lot of money and does spend a lot of money on this game. I went from an iPad Air 2 to upgraded to an iPad Pro. I tried the whole synchronization, and I lost weapon parts, I lost guns, I lost gems, I lost my clan, and this was a huge problem. The good news is that they are fully aware of this, and this is hopefully going to be an issue that will be fixed sooner rather than later. This year for 2019, I said 18 then, 2019 for Pixel Gun 3D, they're currently focusing on moving to their new architecture. Very similar to the way let's say Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, Supercell have their own games. It's all on their own architecture. For Pixel Gun 3D, it's not on their own architecture, which means hacking, modding, synchronization problems is a big problem. But we all know that the size of the game is an issue. All right, like I update my iPad, and I'm lucky enough compared to you guys because I dedicated my iPad to gaming to make videos. But when I see a Pixel Gun update, it's like 2.8 gig, 3.8 gig, and that's a lot, especially if it's on your everyday phone and you just enjoy playing Pixel Gun, like maybe a casual player, you play it on the bus to school, or you play it in your spare time watching TV. But it's good to know that they are fully aware of this issue. The article then goes on to say, the only thing to add, thank you for playing Pixel Gun despite all our mistakes. Without you, the game would not exist. After we transition to a new architecture, we will eventually solve both of those problems. Our plan is to make it work the same way many other games do it. First, you download the small 150 megabyte app from the store, then download around about another 500 megabytes from our servers. We are really hoping to downsize to that volume. Maybe not straight away, but over time, we will optimize all game resources, throw out everything that can be thrown out, and compress everything that can be compressed. The synchronization problem should also go away, since your entire inventory will be stored on our servers, and if you lose anything, we will be able to restore it. At the moment, we don't even have a physical ability to do so. I hope to see this brave new world in January. However, things don't always go according to our plan, as you may well know. Pixel Gunners, if the comments show continued interest in these posts, the next time I will talk about the despicable pay-to-win problem and will describe what we plan to do with it. First thing I want to say is it takes a lot of guts for a developer to admit that their game is in a bad place. I have said this before. And the developers know that it's in a bad place, and things like this are going to take time because it was in such a bad position. We all know it was in a bad place. We all witnessed it. We all experienced it. But because it was so far deep down in the dirt, it takes a long time to get back up on the top of the hill. And I have to say, over the past couple of months, they have done a brilliant job. So they explain that they're hoping for it to be this month in January 2019. But as they explained, things could go wrong, so we might not see it until February, March. Something though, guys, the developers have been pretty quiet recently. I've not spoke to them. I've not had any contact with them. So maybe they're currently getting ready to release this new architecture. I really don't know. Now, the specific thing that I've just showed you and shared with you, that was posted midway through December. We haven't seen anything since December. So I do hope that we get some form of an updated article because they're really great to go through. I love going through them with you guys because not all of you guys have Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Again, their main place to posting is on Facebook. Not quite sure the developers are fully aware that they have a massive following on social media. They have a big following on Twitter. They have a big following on Instagram. They have a big following on their Facebook and even their YouTube channel. So it'd be great to share this throughout all of them. Nonetheless, I share this on YouTube, so they don't really need to do that as much because I know a lot of you guys do follow me. But great to hear that they want to downsize the file size. I mean, going from like gigabytes to megabytes is always a good thing. I'm pretty sure thousands of you guys have probably had to remove other apps so you can update Pixel Gun 3D. And when I was scrolling through all the comments, I see people say every time there's a new update, I have to get rid of apps. I have to uninstall a game and reinstall a game. And a lot of you actually got to a point where you were sick and tired of having to uninstall and reinstall that you really didn't even reinstall a game. That's not what Pixel Gun would like to see. But I would really like to see the article about the whole pay-to-win problem and how they plan to resolve this. I guess the positive thing to take from this is that they are listening. They are listening, and I've got a couple of things I want to go through. I did find one specific comment, which I thought was pretty funny in the comment section on Facebook. Jaden Apple commented saying, you know, this idea is actually a really good idea, but I have one thing to ask. Do you guys ever plan to move the game to console players, like Xbox One or PS4, etc.? And the Pixel Gun responded saying, in 2025, with lots of laughing faces. So I think that's kind of the response of, we're not going to get Pixel Gun on your console. However, something that could be interesting, I've noticed an increase of emulator players on PC players playing with like handheld phone players, that's a little bit of a problem. Now, PUBG also had this problem because people were using keyboard and mouse on PUBG, and then they went ahead and introduced like an emulator version, which means that PC players played with other PC players. That could also be something that they could introduce in the future, but obviously I'm not going to ask for that now because it's baby steps, guys. It's baby steps. So I did take the time to go through past videos and also to read some of the comments left on the Pixel Gun page. So one thing that I noticed, and I'm ever so grateful that you guys are doing this, is that on their Facebook page specifically, I noticed that there's less hate and toxic comments. It's more constructive criticism. If you're going to head over to a Pixel Gun page, or you're going to head over to anything associated with developers and you just spam, I hate your game, it's terrible, go kill yourself, and all these horrible comments that I see all the time, then developers aren't going to take the time to respond to us. They're not going to take the time to leave updates. But if you go over to their page and you leave a constructive post which says, I'm having this issue, this is a problem, maybe you could resolve it this way, then they will listen to you. You might not get a response, but it does not mean that they are not reading it. It's like when you guys leave comments down below. Just because I don't respond doesn't mean that I don't see it and I don't read it. That's something that you've got to remember. Everything that you're posting on the internet, it's there for the world to see. So leaving constructive criticism is going to be 1,000 times better compared to leaving some hate comments. Something else I want to talk about, because I want to talk about a couple of issues that I've noticed. Again, you're more than welcome to leave your problems down below. I made a list of 5 things that I noticed. Number 2 is recoil/bullet travel was a bad idea for Pixel Gun 3D. I've seen this all in the Pixel Gun Facebook comment section. It is a really bad idea. I did explain this to Anton, and he did remove it, I believe, from the Battle Royale. But recoil and bullet travel is a terrible idea for Pixel Gun 3D. The thing that makes Pixel Gun 3D unique compared to the likes of Fortnite and PUBG is it's got its own unique feel. I don't want Pixel Gun to be like those games. I play Pixel Gun because I don't want to go and play PUBG that day, or I don't want to play Fortnite that day. So they did introduce recoil/bullet travel. I think it was 15.8. Terrible addition to the game. I understand that developers are testing things, but it needs to go. It does not need to be added at all. It's ruining the Battle Royale specifically because we all got used to playing a specific way. Now you have to fire your bullet ahead of a target for your target to kind of run into it. You guys left comments saying it's got to go as well. I don't like that. I think it's a bad idea. Another one is Lucky Chests. Still, I put this down. Lucky Chests still not perfect, but the concept is good. So I like the whole Lucky Chest system where you've got the military chest, and then like every 24 to 48 hours, it moves on to something else. You get like a space chest. You get like, I don't know, like let's say a dark chest, or you get a whole, I think it's a winter one. You get a whole different set of chests, which obviously contains different kinds of weapons. By the way, in the military one, it had the ECKOSOLDIER rifle, the Robocroc, the light launcher, and the snap attacker. So hopefully you guys did grab a couple of parts. But the problem with the Lucky Chest at this moment is that they're currently rigged again. It's like they re-rigged themselves. Basically, the Lucky Chests were really unique, and you would get parts quite frequently. You get coins, you get gems, you get whole different things. Now it's really, really fixed. So for me, you're probably seeing it in my videos, it goes from 5 coins, then getting VIP, then I get 1 or 2 parts. Every time I open a 25 gem chest, I always get coins. 50 coins or 12 hours worth of VIP. Every single time. I'm hoping that they can make these chests somewhat balanced, because it's so painful. It's so annoying, because I'm literally trading my gems for coins again, like we did in the past. I don't know what happened there. Another one is lag has increased a lot recently. I don't know whether this is because of the whole recoil and the bullet travel, but ever since I'm going to say 15.7 and 15.8, I've noticed massive amounts of lag. I play on an iPad Pro, probably one of the highest spec tablets that you can get in this year in general. It's such a high-end device. I have no problem with any other game, such as PUBG or Fortnite or any other mobile game that I play. It just happens with Pixel Gun 3D recently. You've seen it in my last Battle Royale video. It just freezes my game, crashes my device, the game closes down, and I have to reopen it. Lag has become a real problem. I think this could be due to a memory leak. Basically, it's just causing a lot of crashes. So a little bit of a controversial one that you guys actually left in my comment section and on the Pixel Gun 3D Facebook page is I see a lot of people saying bring back the star upgrade system. I don't fully remember the star upgrade system because I really didn't take that much in. I didn't really listen to the star upgrade system that much. But the question is to you guys, would you rather have the star upgrade system? I know a lot of you guys leave comments and say, I hate the fact that we have to upgrade our weapons, blah, 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 blah. I like the way they have the upgrade system. The reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because if you buy a weapon and it's instantly at the highest level, then everybody's going to be running around with the most OP weapons all the time. The fact that you have to upgrade your weapon kind of makes you decide whether you want to upgrade that weapon or whether you want to go and upgrade another one, or if you want to spend gems or coins on chests and stuff like that. But again, let me know, do you prefer the star upgrade system? So that's the things that I kind of wanted to go through today. I know it's not really focused on the gameplay today, but I want to just keep you all updated because I know a lot of you guys don't have Facebook, so you probably did not see this. And I completely forgot about this. I was meant to cover it in December, but I was pretty sick. But yeah, the developers have been pretty quiet recently. One more thing that I would like the developers to do, though, is to stop bringing new weapons. They got to stop with the new weapons at this moment. The reason why is because the game's currently not balanced, and you're throwing more weapons into the mix, which is making the game even more unbalanced than it is. They need to stop with the weapons at this moment. I'll happily wait a couple of weeks, even a month or two, before they introduce new weapons, just so that they can balance the current weapons. And then when they do introduce new weapons, if those specific weapons aren't balanced, they can focus on those weapons only. So I would like that to be a thing. I know they're introducing new weapons and new outfits and new things to keep the game fresh, but we don't need this many weapons. It's a game with like 400 weapons. I don't think any other game in the world has this many weapons, because that's absolutely insane. Anyway, that's the update, the first one in 2019. I hope Anton hopefully watches this. Hopefully he does take the time to explain the next roadmap for Pixel Gun 3D. Fingers crossed, guys, we get the new architecture this month, in January, like they explained. But anyway, have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time.